welcome to the first, I guess, edition of Social Thinking Podcast's gaming stuff, gaming channel. I don't know if that's... I don't know. I don't know why I'm out of breath. I've been drinking. Well, I've had a drink. Like, I know when to say when, but like I had a drink. I think I hold my breath when I walk around. I don't know why. I'm not like out of shape. Barrio. It's funny. So I don't even know how to preface this. Anyways, this is Andrew from Social Thinking Podcast. My co-host Matt and I are always looking to kind of extend ourselves in content, I guess, or to just try and really create something so that people can enjoy. I mean, stuff that's free is always good. And we have this YouTube channel, and I was like, well, I mean, we don't do a whole lot right now that we're recording, which we should be recording stuff. And I was like, well, we need to fill the channel up with something. What do we do? So I was like, why don't we just like... I play video games when I have free time. I try to. So I'm like, why don't you just let me record video game play, and just be like, let's just do that. It'd be a lot. Oh, that glass has a chip in it. I think it's cranberry juice. Can't see the blood. Well, why don't you just like let me record gameplay and throw it up on the web, on YouTube or something, and people can enjoy it and, I don't know, watch it, and then maybe they'll direct us to Social Thinking Podcast on iTunes, Google Play Music, anywhere. Yeah, that's the idea. So, oh, this is being streamed through the SNES Classic. I got a hold of one. After about like a month, not really a month, like a couple weeks of trying when they first came out. I just kind of bugged a couple GameStops, and there was, oh yeah, there's some in. Came in and picked one up, and there was a dude in front of me getting one too. This military guy, and he's like talking to the lady, and he was like, yeah, I was in Korea, stationed in Korea, and like, you don't realize how hard it was for me to find one of these things. And when they told me on the phone that they had one, I was like, I just visualized one sitting on the shelf, so this guy was going to take it. And I was like, do I attack the guy and like try to get it from him? I mean, he's military, so I probably wouldn't be successful, but I can give it a shot. And that's just crazy thinking, because I also had to pee too. I didn't even stop to do that. I just went right to the game store. And anyways, I didn't. I said hello when he passed by me. And they had more, so I picked up the copy, and it's fantastic. It has a ton of games I love on it. I'm not gonna hit him. It has a ton of games on this SNES Classic that I've loved to play, and I was like, well, why don't I just pick one that I know really well and haven't played for a while? So I picked Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars, which no one calls it that. Everybody just calls it Super Mario RPG. It's like the first of its breed of like Super Mario turn-based games. So hopefully it'll be pretty good. I mean, I don't know why I said that. I know it's good. I beat it a bunch. I haven't gotten everything fancy. Pardon me. Like, I haven't gotten all the special stuff or unlocked like every single thing or done everything in the right pattern. But I know the chain. But I know how to beat it. I know kind of what to do and stuff. It's a really fun game and really cool visually. So I figured let's play that one, and I'll toss it up on YouTube or something. And ergo, Matt will have some content. And in the meantime, I can sit in my bonus room and drink and play games. So yeah. The drinking is mostly just so that I can like converse with myself. Because usually with the podcast, it's easy. You have other people you can talk to. But talking to yourself is just, it's weird. Like, I know, like, I listen to a lot of Kevin Smith podcasts and Smodcast and stuff, and it's like, he is fantastic at just espousing, like, just, like, holding a soliloquy about whatever. That probably came with time, I would assume. I'm not, like, the entertainer he is for sure, but, like, I don't know, it just seemed to come easy to him, so I have a little social lubricant. Which is a gross term. Why did he tie her up like that? I mean, it's not like he was going to keep her there. He must have been waiting for Mario, I would assume. And it sucks that you can't fast forward through all this because it's pretty slow. Pretty slow. Sword comes down, stabs the castle. It's like one of the ongoing theme because Bowser or King Koopa is always like stealing Princess Toadstool, Peach, if anybody doesn't know, and Mario always has to get her back. But in this game, they kinda are on the same side a little bit. Enemy of my enemy is my friend type thing, because there's that big sword thing is like a bad guy. If you didn't know, I mean, if anybody looked up this video, they played this game before. They know what it is. I think I'm just talking to the few people out there who have no idea what this game is. So, yeah. In the comments, I'm sure if anybody watches this and wants to throw a comment on there, it's going to be something I missed or something I said wrong or something like that. Because I don't know all the hidden little boxes that you're supposed to get. Whatever, Toad. I think in the future I'll probably have I know I'm going to have people on with me to play games. Whoop, that was a waste of time. I'll have people on with me to play games. I'll have Matt on, I'll have my buddy Jordan, maybe my girlfriend on. We can play stuff. That'd be pretty easy. Always want me to do all the work. Did they not refer to you as Barrio? I thought they referred to you as whatever name you put into it. Whatever. Oh, I gotta go back and look at the castle. I forgot. It needs a turbo button on this thing, like an emulator or something. The Smithy Gang. You fight that thing later, it's really weird. It's like a postcard. Okay, fantastic. Can't go back up there. So now you go back down. You talk to Toad. Whoops. Isn't there a thing up here? I thought there was something back here, like a secret or something. Maybe that's later. You're back so soon. Act it out. I think in all these, I mean, yeah, in Mario 64, Mario talked and stuff. I don't know if he talked in any previous games, but that's when he's like, "Let's go!" and stuff. But I don't know if he talks in any... I mean, he probably talks in Mario Sunshine and stuff, but in this one he doesn't talk, obviously. And Luigi's not in this one, I just realized. Why Luigi? Probably because the cast was too big. They pull in some really unusual characters that you've never seen before in any other game. But I mean, they're as memorable as anybody else. Do you know about timed hits? Yeah. Toad just threatened the mushroom. Come on, that's right. When you tell the chance of us, mushroom down. I got 3 mushrooms, bruh. On the later Mario and Luigi games, I think you can I played them before, Dream Team and stuff. And if you jump, Inside Story is another one. But if you jump on the mob, the little character that runs around before you initiate the fight, rather than them running into you, it's you deal like damage at the very beginning of the fight without having to use the turn or something like that. I don't think it applies in this game. I don't remember. Run! Ooh. See, when I was a lot younger and I played this game, I would try to avoid these fights to try to like get through the content quicker. Until you get older and you realize that like you fight as much as you can. I mean, the simple fact is, the more experience you get, the better you are later on in the game. Makes everything easier. Stupid turtle. You hear that sound? 93! Holy cow. Did I land on the turtle and then the mushroom? That's pretty sweet. Look at that damage I'm doing. Got that turtle's butt. That sound you're hearing is me hitting. It's like a timed attack. So I'm hitting it right before I hit him. It makes like a little extra damage. That's why it's so high. There's a little bit of mushroom on me. Look at this guy. He's getting mugged by a mushroom. One of his own. I'm such a douche. Like, if I would have waited and not used that mushroom, that little move right there, the HP max, would have given me full life. Now this guy's going to give me something because I saved his worthless little life. Honey syrup. I'm terrible about using items in this game, and I really shouldn't be, because, like, you get some characters who can, like, do certain things, like heal you, or, like, jump on this dude. Characters that can like heal you with spells or like give you things, and you don't need to use a whole lot of items, so they stack up. And I have this bad thing about like saving all the good stuff and never using it. But I should not do that in this run. I wonder what the speedrun is for this. There's on kill that dude. On YouTube, there's I think it streams on Twitch initially. See that when he grabbed his head, I blocked some of the damage. There's this community called Awesome Games Done Quick, or something like that. And it's like people who are in a Mario Kart community or a Legend of Zelda community or something. Oh, Jesus Christ. And what it is they like are fantastic at like probably more than one game, but like they are fantastic at one particular game, and they know like all the ins and outs, how to beat it in like a certain amount of time. Like a game that normally takes like 40 seconds, like 40 hours to complete like everything, they'll like burn through it, not get everything, but they'll get to the beginning to the end in like, you know, sometimes it's like 30 minutes or an hour, or like Super Mario World, they'll do it like in 10 minutes or something like that. It's crazy. Like, I love watching that stuff. That will not be this. This is just me playing. See how far I get. And this is just the intro one, so I'm gonna post this one up probably. If you ever see this one ever sees a lot of days, it's just gonna be like the introing of what I'm gonna be posting in the future. And then I'll just probably just like post like the fun stuff, like when I like go through like a cool part, not when I'm like traveling through towns, which is really boring. I'm a little buzzed right now, honestly. I've been doing like I've been all about like vodka tonics and vodka cran, and like I just got into gin like almost a month ago or more. I went to Orcas Island and just to kind of like chill, see what was down there. It was a weird time because people don't normally go to Orcas Island like when it's cold out, like at the end of winter. I keep punching this dude. Just stomp on him. Never mind. Punch him to death. What are you gonna give me? Flower tabs are good. That it like permanently increases some stuff. Use that right away. Pardon me. But oh, anyways, there's this little place called the Barnacle. Is there a guy back there? I was just running around. It's like a tiny, tiny little bar called the Barnacle. It's very like sea shanty-ish, but really like upper, I don't want to say upper crust or upper scale, but it's very just like, it is a nice tiny little bar, but it's like a nautical theme. And the guy was really cool. I wish I could remember his name, but he was offering the same on his creations of drinks. He offered like a really unique vodka tonic and a gin tonic. So I was like, well, let me get the gin and tonic. I've always been about vodka. And, like, that dude, I'm going to save that. Every time we use those jumps, it, like, uses something special. I'm going to save those. But he used something specific, and it was, like, fantastic. And, effing guy. I just remember it being, like, just done really, really well. And so ever since then, when I came back, I was like, dude, buy a little thing of gin. And I think it's Seagram's. I usually get Seagram's vodka because I just like the bottle, and it's like not bottom shelf, but it's pretty, you know, it's not bottom shelf, but it's pretty low on the scale. Jesus Christ, that was fast. Does he? Do I stay here? There we go. It's not bottom of the bottom shelf, but it's pretty lower grade. It's like not super expensive, but it's fantastic. I should block that. And they make one for gin too, and the bottle it's like a weird like yellowy opaque kind of glass, and it's very strong. Come on, buddy. That should hurt me because he's got spikes, but I don't know why it didn't. Stop this dude too. I should have saved it. It's okay. So I've been buying gin. It's like roughly the same price, and it is strong and delicious. And I'm doing like a bunch of like gin and cranberry, which I guess is considered gin and juice. And I'm like, dude, all those rappers, they knew what was up. Like, that's good stuff. Like, no rapper's like, yeah, vodka cran, mother effer. Like, that doesn't have the same effect. No one's going like, Moscow mules, mother effer. I should, though. Dude, I killed that guy fast. Holy cow. This is kind of like a little mini-boss stage. If I ever become a great rapper, I'm gonna just, like, get sponsored by, like, some company that, like, specializes in Moscow Mule. That'll be my jam. That. No damage, son. Bring your guts. Easy. Piece of cake. So that's why, kids, you fight everybody you can. Not in real life. In video games. Because, especially like in a role-playing game, it boosts up your, oh, you get the hammer now. It gives you as much experience as you can gather, and then later on, you're leveled up way ahead of whatever the area is supposed to be, so it's kind of a win-win. I'm gonna womp someone. Oh! It's kissed out. It's a kiss in the mouth. Run away. Just like all of them. I'll have to equip that. Let me equip it in here. This is like, I think it's like taken over by like springy guys. It's really weird. Oops. Heck yeah. I don't have nothing else. I'm naked. This is the part that's kind of boring. Oh. But you say she's just a friend. Say he's just a friend. Oh baby, you are what I need. But you say he's just a friend. Holy cow, run. Slow down, buddy. Let's say you and I get hitched in a few years, okay? Just give me time to grow my mother's dress. That's weird. Help my grandchild jump a princess. I don't know if that's... Oh, princess. I'm guessing it's a girl. Which, I mean, it's fine if it's a guy, it's just really weird in general. There's like special blocks in certain places. And this is where it kind of gets boring. You just kind of like run around the shops and... Mario, what a pleasant surprise. Oh, this is where you meet Malo. And you can buy junk. I'm going to buy... In every area, you always buy what you need. Use jumping attacks against any foe. Yeah. Equip those babies. Oops. Getting a little too fast for my controller. I use wired controllers. I mean, I have like wireless. Oh, what happened? Forgot about that. He doesn't like that. I have wireless controllers for the SNES Classic, but I just like the wired. It feels better. I feel like real. Trust me, it looks stupid, but when you see me hit something, you're gonna be like, whoa, that was cool. I just don't know where they're at. I forget. Okay, well there's one, but she was hiding there. There's more. I think there's like one up here. I think that you stick jump on that thing. Oops. But anyways, you can come back to these spots later. Flower jar. It's like most RPGs, like you come back to areas with more abilities and you can do more. Why didn't you crash for a while? It only cost you 3 coins. And a kiss. Touch that wiener. Oh, this dude gives you his Game Boy after a certain point. It's kind of cool. Rude kid. I swear to God, I'm gonna hit one, like a random one. There's somewhere. And this dude's always sleeping. Oh, what'd you say? Here you are. I played this game on the SNES when it first came out. Wall stolen. I played this little girl's trick. I played this on the SNES when it first came out. Yes, congratulations. And you can't like get out of that little jumping thing. You have to jump when she does her little trick. It's stupid. But I beat this on the SNES when it first came out and loved it. I played everything about it. Like, it was amazing. And then I beat it on the Wii U, the virtual download, and then I downloaded an emulator. Sure kid. Jesus Christ, better than I am. And I say it like, yeah, I beat it on an emulator. So emulator's tough though, because like usually you play, like if you play on a phone, there's really no controls. It's just like a touchpad type thing. So a lot of this stuff takes like dexterity to jump around to be part of Mario, and it's really tricky. So on the SNES Classic, it's nice to have the controller. It's just, you can do what you need to. So dude, whatever. Let's go up here. Oop. Dun, dun, dun. I need to like, oops, find like a game guy online and be like, where's all the hidden stuff? Oh, this is the type of stuff you need like turbo for, to like burn through all these cutscenes. You can't skip them like you can like nowadays with PS4 stuff or like new games. Even like new indie games have like a skip button because they know that like some of the stuff sometimes people play games for the story, which RPGs that's kind of what you have to play for because that's what they're doing. They're telling you a story. But like action games and stuff will have like cutscenes, and no one cares about that, Joe. Not really. Little Toad's like, what the heck? He's basically telling this guy a story of what happened before we came here. And the guy's like, whoa, no way. Egad. It's like, I sure am green. I'm so different than everybody else. Got a nice mustache, though. Get me up. Look at that clumsy Mario. What did you get? Okay, now let me go. I got stuff to kill. Now I get some loot. This mushroom restore your hit points. Flower points for fine. Okay. Give me that one. This is a coin. No duh. I guess I already applied that one, flower one. Let me go up there. I think that's everything in here. I don't have to go talk to that guy anymore. This is where we meet Malo. So slow. So why you can't jump. I think he controls the weather or something. Because of what he is. Oops. Hey. Hey. Stop crying. Mario like does a lot of platfalls for some reason. He was so fast. Couldn't stop him. See, it makes me jump. I have to hit jump in order to get past that. That's right, he's raised by a bunch of tadpoles. Or something. He thinks he's a frog. Spin, and 2 fingers. Now I'm gonna equip this dude with the pants I already bought. Oops, not that one. Armor. I swear to God, I just bought pants. Maybe I didn't. I'll buy pants real quick. For this mother effer. Where's that shop? Let's sneeze. Ooh, guess not. They yawned. Zatsu! Pick me up. Do I not have enough coins for it? It's expensive here. Whoops. His pants on, son. Oh, did you see him? Do you look something like this? He can like shapeshift and stuff. I didn't think Mario could do all that stuff. It's pretty amazing. Why isn't he shapeshifting to Bowser all the time? It's Crocodile. You fight this guy like 10 times in this game. And he's always fast. Whoops. Bandit's way. Obey your way. You gotta like sneak up on him or something. There he is. Tell me, go home, kid. What's the secret, everybody? Fight these mothers. There's no reason not to. Now that we got our hammer, do some damage. Malo sucks though. He's like no damage. Yeah, you deserve that. Let me actually use on this guy. See if I can kill him. Nope. Malo does have some good like special moves. He's just really weak unless you like tweak him up later. Usually I'll have a team of like Mario, Bowser, and Gino, usually. Princess is really dope later, like at the very end, but Gino is just so cool. Whoa! Smash, smash. Look at that damage, son. See, he's got that, which is kind of cool, but like, I mean, I don't know if it's like worth having him in the party because then he uses up all like the special resource stuff. It's not like an attack, not like you can just do it whenever. Squirrely. Smashing that dude. Try and attack again. That was actually pretty good. I'm not gonna heal him. Doesn't deserve my heals. Doesn't deserve my mushrooms. Heck yeah. I always go power. I like his auto attacks are really strong for Mario. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people would disagree, but I think that's where he shines, is his just base damage. Let's look at how strong it is. It looks like he's jizzing. His eye like it's all crazy. It's not a bad start to this team. Cleared out this area. Let's go find that Crocodiliocious. Whoops. He like messes up the thing. There is a... I think if I can get the star, I can try to get like some... Oh dang it. I can get some like major one-ups. Did I F myself up? No, I can do it here. I'm trying not to hit that guy, because if I do this right, I can... Is it this one? Maybe it's not this one. There's a spot, maybe it's the next one. There's a spot where like you can hit a star and you don't have to fight anybody, you can just run into them and you get the experience. And it's a good way to level up. Kill this guy too. It's weird because like when I was growing up I loved playing outside, playing sports, stuff like that, and it's like I still like going outside and adventuring and stuff, but I just like, even if it's nice out, I prefer just to, if I have nothing to do that day, I like to just relax and chill and hang out inside and do nothing. That's my jam. Oh snap. Have a pick me up? I do have a pick me up. I probably should have given him a mushroom. Thanks for bringing me back from the dead. But it's nice out. Like, it's windy. It's actually crazy windy outside. But the sun's out. But I'm like in my little hovel. I mean, it's not it's like it's a pretty big back room, and it's all decked out. It's got my computer and a bunch of like cool books, and it's like it. I hate douchily saying like it's like a man cave, but it has a bunch of really fun stuff in here, and that's where I do my recordings and edit the podcast and stuff. Oh, if you're curious, socialthinkingpodcast@gmail.com. If you have any questions for me or Matt, that's where you send them. If you have any questions about this stuff that I'm posting on YouTube, about gaming, something you might want to see, let me know. You can catch our podcast on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, CastBox, Google Play Music, tons of places. And we're all over Instagram and Facebook too. Just Social Like a Podcast. Look for the beer. I thought there was like a something you could hit. There it is. He says I'm 100 miles ahead of you, but if you catch him, he's like, you're 50 miles away from me, and then you do it again, he's like, you're 10 miles away. Like, easy, buddy, alright? It's a weird attack. It's like Forrest Whitaker of frog people. There he is. You gotta come behind him though, so I'm gonna see if there's anything. Nope. Can't go around. He'll see me and run away. So if you see him, you just gotta come up behind him. In the meantime, fight as many times as you can. Get all that XP. 1, 2. Let's get a little sippy poo. He walks slow because when I'm drinking, I'm not holding down the run button. Sometimes in RPGs, like when there's like a couple of mobs you're fighting up against, you're always like, I think the natural instinct is like kill the guy who's like the strongest or the biggest. And I don't think this guy is the strongest, but he is looking visually the biggest. I always find it's better to increase your turns, and you do that by eliminating the weaker guys first. That way, you know, you and your guys go first, and then the enemies go first, or go next. And if they have a bunch of like small guys, it really increases how many times they're going. So if you eliminate that, you know, it's just easier to tackle one guy than like, you know, 50 of them. That's just me though. Oh man, I should watch a movie after this. Like, I'm recording this on a weekend, and I like weekends because, like, especially on Sundays, kill this guy. I literally try to do nothing. I'll like do something in the morning, like get some housework done or something I need like to work on. Like usually I'll get through like most of the podcast or edit a podcast. But sometimes it's just nice to do nothing. So I think after this I'm gonna like order some food, like Uber something, and just like catch some movies on Netflix. I've been trying to watch more and more movies on Netflix because they just like keep piling up and I keep adding to my queue, and I'm never ever gonna get through all those. But it's like, I don't know, whenever oh, this is the star one. This is where I can get a level, hopefully. Just trying to like let me know that I shouldn't get that. Oh god, no. So I've been trying to like, it's my new like thing. Oh, F me. Oh no, I'm wasting time. There's a level. Hello. I'm trying to get through like a ton of movies. Like, even like the ones I just throw on there because they look interesting, they could suck. But like a lot of times I'll just put them on. I'll like be on the phone, Instagramming or on like Facebook, and just like watching, like half watching it kinda. Like, that's the way to watch a movie if it sucks, just to get through it, because you never know. Like, halfway through it could be, like, really pan out, or, like at the end of it, it could, like, really turn itself around and get it. Shyamalan, yeah. M. Night Shyamalan. But, by the way, like, why does everybody hate The Happening? Like, the whole tree thing? I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Like, I get the whole, like, it's weird that, like, it's trees that are doing it. And spoilers, I guess. But that's not that bad of it. I mean, it was actually pretty cool. That whole, like, I don't know if it was John Leguizamo, but there was a part of that movie where he, like, takes it's like a Jeep. You see it from the distance, and it just drives headfirst into a tree. It is nuts. It's, like, super surreal. And I was like, holy cow. And it was such a cool little moment about, like, how, like, society breaks down on something so simple and no one knows what's wrong. I like that movie. Everybody hates that movie. I don't know why. It's like the Guy Fieri of movies. Like, people hate it for seemingly no reason. And speaking of Lady in the Water, have you ever watched Lady in the Water? Like, that's not a bad movie. The whole, like, the fact that it's M. Night Shyamalan and he plays himself as, like, this writer who's supposed to save the world because of his book called The Cookbook. Like, yeah, a little douchey to make yourself be, like, a big part of that story. But it's actually a good movie. I mean, what's his freaking face? Paul Giamatti? He is fantastic in it. He plays such, like, a believable character. The intro is really funny, and the characters are really, like, you like them a lot. I think that movie's, like, really, really, really underrated, and people, like, hate on it for no reason. Plus that girl, I think it's Bryce Dallas Howard. She's too fine. I'm gonna catch this guy and fight him, and then we're gonna call it for today. Let me kill these dudes first. This shouldn't take very long. But yeah, I think M. Night Shyamalan gets a bad rap. It's like, you know how tough it is, like, how many movies he's put out? He's put out, like, a grip of movies, and, I mean, they cannot all be winners. I mean, yeah, you think Steven Spielberg, like, directing and, like, writing movies, you think he's batting, like, 300 or whatever? He doesn't. I mean, the movies that you know are amazing. The movies you don't know that don't make it to the theaters of that, like, they're okay, but they just don't feel the same. So, I mean, and he's a rarity, because Spielberg is, like, some weird monster of movies. Like, he's a freaking genius. And M. Night's just, like, a dude, and he's got, like, a pretty, not bad, hit-to-miss ratio. But, I mean, for the most part, his movies are pretty good. I've always enjoyed them. I mean, The Village, that's another thing, too. People are always like, oh, it's such a stupid ending, man. It made me think one thing and it was really another. Yeah, that's the point of it. Like, you thought it was one thing and it switched up on you. Like, it's still a good movie up to that point. The fact that it tricked you, do you not like the point? Like, the fact that it tricked you should be the selling point. I thought it was dope. And I think that's Bryce Dallas Howard in that one, too. And Joaquin Phoenix, who's pretty dope in that, too. He's also in Signs. He must pick a couple people he really likes. I don't think Paul Giamatti is in anything else, though. I don't know. I could be wrong. Making some food, too. I'm, like, getting hungry. Maybe, like, some Thai food sounds good. I don't know if these guys replenish or not, so I probably shouldn't be killing these mobs by themselves, because maybe they'll come back. Who knows? See that thing I said lucky? What that means is that once I finish this round, it'll wager either coins or experience points against like a ball and cup type game. F my face. It's okay, it's just coins. I don't care about the coins too much. I do care about experience. out real quick. Fight this crocodile. This purple croc. Did he even see me coming? What a douche. Oh, he spins around. Ah, I forgot he spins around. You have to do this, I think, 3 times. He does it once. You gotta do it again. One more time. Marlo gets buck. Let's waste this croc. Some punches. I don't know. It's kind of hard. I'll do Thunderbolt. I don't know if it has any special attacks on it. Not really. The guy hits like pretty decent. 8 damage for these, like, for a mob character is pretty good. I guess he is kind of considered a boss. Let me get to the mushroom. Two. He's gonna throw something, like a chomp or something. Or a bomb. I think he throws other stuff too, like when you fight him later down the road. That's right. I gotta pee so freaking bad too. Come on. Health. 60! Holy cow. I'm not doing enough damage, like, for him to keep doing that. We're back where we're at, unless he does it again. Probably a bomb. This is probably getting close. I can feel it. That's probably it right here. There you go. Give me back my coin. Bam. Why did you do it in the first place? Adios, amigos. Spanish is like, you forget that that's like big in video games back in like in the 90s and like early 2000s. Everybody said like adios or something. And we can give that wallet back to that dude. I think he gives us something. Okay. This gets us to the world map, and I think it's a good time for us to call it today. Thanks for watching. I mean, I don't know how many of these I'm going to do, but I'll probably post up, you know, most of the progress that I'm playing this game at. Maybe some of the highlight plays. Oh god! And then, yeah. Write me in, socialthinkingpodcast@gmail.com. Hit up me or Matt anywhere, Instagram, Facebook for Social Thinking Podcast. Let us know what you think, what games we should feature. Write us questions we can ask or talk about on the podcast, or subjects you want to hear about. You know, just anything. But yeah, we're really active on social media, and Matt's like the proprietary king of all that, so woo. So yeah, hit us up. That'd be really cool to talk to you guys and kind of see what you're thinking about this stuff. So until then, for Social Thinking Podcast, Social Gaming Podcast. I don't know if that's even the right thing. This is Andrew saying thanks for watching.